Alright, y'all, here we are, another live stream. I wanted to make a quick little live stream just to go over the charts a little bit. I want to talk about Bitcoin, I want to talk about altcoins, I want to talk about, some of those high cap altcoins like, what's that one that people talk about? Ethereum or something like that? Etheria? Yeah, something like that. Maybe some other ones too, like guys ever heard of Cardano? Alright, enough of my foolishness. Gonna wait for some people to get in here. Gonna wait for some people to drop in. Have some really interesting things to talk about today, guys. I think, we're putting ourselves, when I say we are putting ourselves, it's because we're the ones trading the market, right? So technically, we're moving the market, even though our trades are just a drop in the bucket compared to these huge institutional investors. I should say we are finding ourselves near a position where we should be able to look for some really nice swing trades. And if you have been making shorter term trades during these past few days, then congratulations on all the awesome gains that we were able to make. I myself have been entering more trades than I usually do now that I'm getting more serious about creating this channel and helping people out. I've had more time to trade. Of course, that's only going to last until things get warmer, and then I'm going to have to spend a lot more time outside doing physical labor. How's everyone doing today? What's going on? What is going on, console? Mr. Amazing 169. Thank you for thanking me. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you will learn about reading charts in this live stream a little bit, and also other content on my channel. JK, you are the best, man. I really appreciate you guys. Our crypto journey, I appreciate you too. I appreciate you. And I subscribe to your channel, Our Crypto Journey. That's a pretty cool channel. You guys should keep it up. You should keep up your journey. Patrick, thank you. Good morning, everybody. What's going on, Clinton? What's going on, Patrick? Nicholas? Yeah, let's look at the chart. Let's start with Bitcoin, then we'll go into some other altcoins like, this one. How do you say it? Ethereum, I think. Joking. Okay, guys, so I've marked out some pretty key levels right here. Let me turn off Market Cipher A real quick. Let me turn off Market Cipher B as well. I've marked out some really key levels here on the 4-hour chart. The reason these are key levels is because these are very, very strong daily support and resistance levels. Even though we're looking at a 4-hour chart, these are levels that you can mark out on the daily chart. And if you're new and you don't understand what support and resistance levels are, guys, come over to my channel and watch my most recent video called Market Cipher Scalping Strategy right here, this first video. This will go into a little bit more detail about support and resistance lines. So a few significant things here, guys. Yesterday we had this nice, well, this run-up started on February 28th, but really yesterday, once we broke above this key resistance level here, we had a really nice run-up, and I know a lot of people, including myself, got in on some of this action, and a lot of people were looking to long right up here and FOMO'd into a trade right here, and because we broke through this resistance on this nice 4-hour candlestick, which at the time was a giant blue candlestick. In hindsight, we can see it's purple, meaning it's a downward candle. But at first, it was looking like we were going to break this resistance and continue in our uptrend. Now, let's take a look at why that did not happen. I think it's important when we're looking at charts to look at things that happened in the past and ask ourselves, why did that happen? And it will help us make trades in the future. So first of all, we notice that we have a very strong daily support. A very strong daily resistance level right here. So whenever we're coming up to a resistance, yes, there's the possibility that we can have a breakout and continue our uptrend. But we always need to be very cautious, because a resistance is called a resistance because it usually is going to keep price from going any higher, and we're going to get a rejection off that resistance, right? The resistance level is that really hot girl at work, and you know, the price is that guy. He's kind of shy, he's a little nerdy, you know, always gets friend zoned. And the price, that nerdy guy, he comes up to the girl, he's like, hey, you want to go out for dinner later? And she's like, nope, and she rejects him down. Go back to the support. Now, not only did we have a very strong daily resistance level here, but if we pull our fib from the bottom of this move right about here to the top of this move, we can see that this daily resistance level finds confluence with the 618 Fibonacci level. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with Fibonacci, let me just quickly describe what it is. I will be covering this more in my course. I'll go into this big time. Fibonacci levels are great. Look at how, just take a look at this Fibonacci pull that I just did, and look at how all the Fibonacci levels are perfectly coinciding with the strong daily support levels that I drew just using my eye. Fibonacci levels are very powerful. Price always tends to come back to these levels, and the 618 is probably the most powerful. You're always going to have a reaction off the 618, whether it be a big or a small reaction. So we had a Fibonacci level, we had a strong daily support. Let's see what Market Cipher B was telling us. Let's pull up Market Cipher B and take a look. Now, when we come to this place where everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people were FOMO buying in, Market Cipher B is clearly telling us that we are coming to the top of one of these momentum waves. Now, when we come to the top of these momentum waves, guys, what tends to happen? If we printed a green dot down here and we've come up to here, we are waiting for a red dot to print. Now, when we print a red dot, it usually means that price is either going to go down or trade sideways for a little bit if we're in an uptrend. And so when we see price crossing a resistance, but we take a look at our momentum waves and see, you know, it looks like we're going to cross over soon and print a red dot, I would be very cautious and not enter here if we're looking on the 4-hour time frame to assess our environment. Like if you're looking to scalp on, you know, the 15-minute, the 10-minute, you know, check out the 4-hour time frame first. This is how we identify our environment, and we can clearly see our environment is short-term bearish because we're coming to the top of this momentum wave, and we clearly see it curving over. So here's what I predict, and when I say predict, I don't really mean predict, guys, because I do not have the ability to predict the future. However, this level right here, this $50,000 level and this $47,900 level are our key support and resistance. If you're looking to trade, you know, intraday on some of these time frames like the 4-hour, the 1-hour, whatever, these are the key levels that we are really looking for. If we can confirm above this resistance right here, the $50,000 level, our next stop is around 51,500. If we break down below this this $48,000 level, our next stop is going to be down back to the $45,000 level, just based on the support and resistance. So if you're trading these guys, mark these levels down on your charts. I know it's hard to see, but right here, this is $50,000. This is our resistance. And right here, this is our support, $48,000. If we fall below the support, next stop, $45,000. If we break above this resistance, next stop, $51,500. Make sure to confirm everything that you do using Market Cipher. Now, let's zoom in a little bit and see if we can find any other interesting things around here. Now, look at this, guys. You know, right around this FOMO trade, that I saw a lot of people make in various discords that I'm a part of. I mean, if you were even on the 15-minute chart, it was quite clear, you know, we're coming down. We're not going to break above. If we had seen something like this, right, where we had a clear bottom right here, and money flow had just curved up into the blue, and we printed a nice tight trigger wave. If we had seen this up here, then you would have said, all right, I'm getting in for a long. But because we saw this, you should have said, I'm getting in for a short, because we just hit a resistance, and Market Cipher is telling us momentum is coming back down. So I want to see if we can find any patterns here, because I was looking, and I don't know if this is valid, what I'm about to show you, but perhaps we are forming somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern right here. Now, a head and shoulders pattern, for people who are not familiar with that, it's a pattern, a trading pattern. Like, check out the video I made right back here called How to Win Every Pattern Breakout. This kind of goes over what patterns are, and patterns are different shapes that the price action will print, and we can trade these patterns, and there's more detail in that video. But a head and shoulders is when we have a neckline. It looks like we're actually not really going to print this head and shoulders, guys, but it's a potential just to be aware of, where we have a neckline, which tends to be, it can be either a support line, or it could be a diagonal line, like a trend line. And we have a shoulder, and then we have a head, which is always higher than the shoulder. And then we would have another shoulder like this. And then we would break, it's a bearish pattern, and it usually means you're going to break down. And for Bitcoin, guys, these are best on shorter time frames. Definitely not on larger time frames. On larger time frames, for Bitcoin, these will actually break upwards. But the way you hit your target is you just take from the top of the head to the neckline and just extrapolate that downward. And so look at that. If we were to have this head and shoulders pattern play out and we broke below the support, it would go right back down to our last key daily level. So these are things that you should be looking for when you're looking to trade different types of confluence. It's kind of like what I was talking about in my scalping video yesterday, which you guys can check out if you're interested. So that's Bitcoin. That is where I'm at with Bitcoin right now, guys. Definitely looking to get into some trades if we come back to this support or this resistance. Make sure you confirm everything with Market Cipher, and also, guys, on the 4-hour chart, for those of you who are doing the 424 strategy, obviously the money flow is still in the red, but that doesn't mean we can't find some good long positions if we come back down here and print a little trigger wave right around here, and we can see the nice momentum, especially if the price comes down back to the $45,000 level and we hit this support and we see a nice trigger wave printing on the 4-hour, and our lower time frames are telling us, we're going to bounce off this support. That would be a great time to enter along. Just throwing it out there, guys. Obviously, this is not financial advice, because I am a YouTuber and not a financial advisor. And if you listen to me, there's a 100% chance that you will lose all your money. Not just your Bitcoin, but your bank account will be liquidated. Everything. You will lose everything. Your house, your car. So don't listen to me. Let me go into the chat here and see what's going on. All right. Philip Forrest, yeah, you'll be able to rewatch this stream, guys. Is Market Cipher free? No, it's not. I think the lowest subscription is a $500, $400. But you can get a 10% discount, guys, if you use my affiliate link with the coupon code. Kyle G wants to know, yo, can we get a profit log channel on the Discord? Here's the thing, Kyle. I'm very wary about Jed Hopkins wins 720p soon, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm wary about people posting their profit and loss in the Discord, and here's why. Obviously, this channel is focused on people who are much newer to trading, and I don't want people to get discouraged or feel like they are tempted to use higher leverage than they want to, because when newer traders see, us experienced traders posting our daily profits or profits we made from a trade, they can get discouraged. Because when people are starting out, guys, a lot of people don't have a lot of capital to invest. So even if they make an awesome, 75% move, that might only be for them like, a couple $100. So I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Markel Fowler says, we have a trigger on the daily. Let's take a look at the daily. Look at this, guys. Man, yes, this is delicious. This is delicious, guys. Oh man, this is man, I don't think it's appropriate on YouTube to say what I feel about this, but yes, Marquise Fowler, you are correct. And I will say that let's see what else we can find on here, right? Okay, we had that. We had this. Yeah, this is looking pretty bullish, guys. Super bullish, actually. Super bullish. To be honest with y'all, and I obviously find confluence on your lower time frames, but if we just look at every time that we print a trigger wave on the daily below the zero line, man, that is always an opportunity for some serious profit, So this is not financial advice, guys, but yeah, I am definitely going to be looking for a long-term swing long. Last time 2 times ago, that would have been 125% for one trade. If you guys are trading the daily, I do trade the daily and the 4-hour often. Then we could have gotten another 92%. So honestly, guys, if this green trigger wave confirms here, if it confirmed, remember it's not confirmed for another 9 hours, but if it does confirm, guys, I would assume that we're going to see at least another 60% move, because I'm actually expecting Bitcoin to go up to 85 in the next leg up, and some people are expecting it to go to 100,000. If we just kind of look at the pattern that's happening here, where we come up, then we come down, then we come up, and then we come down, and then we come up. That's why I'm expecting it to go to like 85. But even if we went to 100, that's not too crazy. And then we come down. And when we come back down, there are going to be some serious corrections in this bull market, guys. Especially for new people who don't understand how crypto works. All right. Great call, Marquise Fowler, on the daily potential trigger wave. Of course, guys, we are at a key resistance level. If we get a purple candle that comes all the way back down to our $45,000 level, this is not going to confirm. So make sure that you guys don't just jump in because a green dot is printed. We still have 9 hours left. Be wise, be smart, look at the lower time frames. You can get an idea of what the daily is going to do by looking at the lower time frames as well. Okay? So if it confirms on the 6 hour, if it confirms on the the 8 hour, let's see the 8 hour, what the 8 hour is doing. See the 8 hour, we've just crossed the zero line. So, keep an eye on the 8 hour. If we start to form, a crossover right here and print a red dot, maybe it wouldn't be a good time to enter. Same with the 6 hour. Take a look at the 6 hour. Watch what the 6 hour is going to do. If we are printing red dots up here on the 6 hour, you can pretty much count that daily trigger wave as a false alarm. But so far, things are looking pretty good, guys. Things are looking really good, and I'll tell you why. I will tell you why if I pull back out my Fibonacci, and do a nice little pull again. Sorry, I'm pulling it from the wrong spot here. That 618 level, which is right here, this resistance, we got a nice little rejection off of it, and it wouldn't surprise me if the next time we come up to this resistance, we break through, just because the reaction we had so far has not even taken us down to this support. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, because sometimes we don't go directly down to the support. We'll come up, and then we'll reject, and then we'll have something like this happen. And then, we take it from there, THUR. All right. Robert wants to know, we are waiting for a green candle prints. We need to be patient and wait the 9 hours or so to confirm. Right? Yeah, Robert, you got to be patient and wait for things to confirm, but at the same time, look at the lower time frames. Like, here's the thing. Obviously, if you're new and you don't have time to stare at the charts all day long, right? You are going to want to wait for things to confirm because that will confirm the trend. However, the cool thing about Market Cipher is we can start on the daily and see that we're forming a tight trigger wave right down here. Okay, it's not confirmed. It looks like it's going to confirm, guys. It really does. I'm telling you, this is looking super bullish right now. I'm very excited. I'm very giddy right now. But if we zoom in, like I just said, to the 6 hour, and we start to see some, it would be great if this 6 hour wave for the next few hours keeps coming up like this, and it's still not looking like it's about to curve, because you can tell when these things are about to curve, guys, because this light blue space will get skinnier and skinnier. So if it's a thick light blue space and we're just keep coming up in the daily, we only have 5 hours left on the daily. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely consider that confirming. And right now, guys, things are looking nice. But remember what I said at the beginning of the stream. We're gonna never FOMO into a trade because we see a giant blue candlestick that looks like it's never gonna stop. It's never gonna stop, right? I mean, you see these giant blue candlesticks that take up the whole screen, and you think to yourself, oh man, if I don't get in right now, I'm never going to make any money. It's not true, guys. Make sure you have confluence between your support and resistance levels. If you're using Fibonacci, if you're using moving averages. Keep in mind, y'all, Market Cipher A we're on the 6 hour. I'm sorry, guys. Even on the 4 hour, we have not confirmed Market Cipher A, the EMA ribbon, that we are in an uptrend yet. So just use some wisdom, y'all. But man, this is looking bullish. We can even see that we were printing a red dot in the 4 hour for a little bit. And right here, it looked like, yeah, we were crossing back under. But now, look, this is getting thick again, guys. It's getting thick again. All right, enough of this. I'm sorry. I go off on my tangents. I guess that's how I roll. Weekly looks scary, says Markel Fowler. Man, Markel, let's take a look. Markel, controlling the live stream over here. I don't really think it looks that scary. I really don't, because look, just because we're printing these. I mean, you have to look at this. Look at the money flow on the weekly. I mean, this is thicker than ever. This is so thick. It's like the thickest milkshake you've ever drank. You cannot use a straw. You have to use a chisel to get that thing out. And, in the past, when we've had some pretty bad looking weekly red dots, they're not really that bad. And honestly, if this blue candle comes up a little bit higher, this red dot might negate itself. However, you're right. Things are looking kind of bad. It would not surprise me either if this blue candle ends up turning into a purple candle and we come back down to the $40,000 level, because originally when we were having this correction, everybody, and for good reason, said we were going back down to 40K, because usually on these bull runs we have those 30% corrections. We had one in January, and I thought we were going to come down to that 40K level, but we just came down 26%. So if we come down to retest that all-time high, yeah, that would be a perfect 30% correction. So we'll have to wait and see, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Markel Fowler, for your commentary. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's see what else we got here. F2 pool selling again. Yeah, people get pissed about F2 pool, but really they're miners, right? So the only way they make money is by mining Bitcoin and then selling it. That's literally their business model. So it is what it is. It's not really going to destroy Bitcoin long term, but it's a great thing to keep an eye on if you are trying to trade. Yeah. Goofy looking hippie. Oh, you guys are talking to each other in here. Yeah, guys, when it comes to the candles, right? I prefer regular candles on bigger time frames. Here's why. When I first started learning trading, I was learning how to trade stocks, and then I learned how to trade forex, and I was a big fan of price action only trading. When I first started trading, my mentors basically told me indicators are a whole bunch of BS. They don't work. They don't do anything. You need to learn how to trade based only on the price action. And there's everyone has their different philosophies, and there's a lot of great traders who hold to that philosophy. I kind of have a combination. Now, I love to look at the price action, and I love to look at candles, their openings and their closings, because it tells me what is happening. So in case you guys don't know how candles work, wrapped up into one candle is so much information. It will tell you the opening of the candle. If it's a bullish candle, the bottom of the body is our opening. That's what price started at for that candle. And then the top of the candle is our closing price. So the price closed right here. And then the wicks represent our high and low of that candle. So the candle is telling you the opening price, the closing price, the high, and the low, all in that one candle. And it's giving you exactly what the price is doing. If we put on Heiken Ashi candles, they're great. They're great for following a trend. But you cannot actually see what's happening. These are not accurate open and closing levels. They're just not. And so I don't prefer them when I'm doing my large time frame analysis, because they're not giving me the most accurate information. They're giving me the general trend. Heiken Ashi candles are giving you an average, and I'm not 100% sure about the mathematical formula that's used because I'm not the best at math. And even if I was good at math, I still don't know what the formula is used, but it's giving you an average price, and it's helping you see the trend. Heiken Ashi candles, when you see that there's no wick on the bottom of these candles on the way up, this is signifying a very strong uptrend. And when you see dojis like this, these are called dojis, where you have a very long wick and a very small body. These are signifying the end of a trend or a period of sideways trading. And so they're good for looking at trends and getting the overall shape of the market, but they're not good, in my opinion, for drawing patterns, for drawing lines of support and resistance, and just my eye is used to the regular candles. That's what I grew up on, if you will. So let's see. Antonio, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Smoke and Joe, try to get on your course. Guys, if you're interested in the course that I am doing, it is going to be a very intimate group of people, 50 people, and it is going to be live streamed either in Discord or on Zoom. I have to test some things and figure out which will work best. And so the idea is I am going to be going through a lot. Let me see if I can actually even find the information here. Yeah, I can. I can find the info. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but I'm going to post in the chat here the course outline. Oh, I can't. It's too many characters. So I'm just going to show you on the screen. Let me make this a little bit larger so that y'all can see it. So basically, this is the course outline. We are going to be going through everything from, as if you're a complete beginner, from an introduction, how to set level expectations, what to expect when you're embarking on the journey, how to have the mindset of a trader, how to read charts, how to customize TradingView, candlesticks, price action, time frames, support and resistance, trend lines, channels, moving averages, Fibonacci, obtaining targets, indicators, how to find good indicators that you can use to supplement Market Cipher or even to trade without Market Cipher, guys. We're going to be talking about Market Cipher 101. We're going to go really into depth on how to use this thing. Other advanced indicators, we're going to talk about shorting, longing, margin, leverage, stop losses, take profits. Then we're going to spend a lot of time focusing on creating your own strategy. I'm going to be giving you guys example strategies that I use to trade so that instead of being out there totally lost, you guys have starting points. Because when I learned how to trade, the focus of the course was always this. I always heard this from my instructors. I'm not going to show you how I trade because I want you to develop your own style. And that's great. But the problem is, it's very hard to develop your own style if you don't have any starting point. It's just like playing an instrument. If you want to go out and write songs on the guitar, it's going to be very hard to know how to do that if you're not influenced by other guitar players and learning other people's songs. So I really want to equip people to get out there and have success right away. And of course, you're going to tweak the strategy because as you do things more and more, you develop your own way of doing it. That's just how life is, right? Like, when I was a kid, my mom, she used to make me scrambled eggs. And then eventually I started making myself scrambled eggs. I love me some scrambled eggs. And first I did it the way she did it, right? I used a spatula, in the pan. Eventually I developed my own strategy. I just use my bare hands. I just use my bare hands. I just go in there. I don't even use a spatula. I grab them eggs. I flip them over by hand. It works great for me. I'm a very profitable scrambled egg cooker. We're going to talk about risk management. It's very important. Trading psychology, very important. Then we're going to have a conclusion and a Q&A. And throughout all these courses, guys, I'm going to give a presentation for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. And then we're going to open up the floor for questions. And because it's a Zoom call, Discord, live chat, whatever, I will be able to hear your voice. And you will be able to hear my voice. And we will be able to have a conversation so that we can clear up any confusion you might have. I will do my best to answer as many questions as I can. Obviously, I probably won't be able to take all the questions, but if we have a good 45 minutes, half an hour to 45 minutes of questions, then we could get a lot done, and I'm sure a lot of people have the same questions. How do you sign up? You guys need to send me an email. I'm going to drop my email in the chat here. Just send me an email. Tell me you're interested in the course. Bitcoin Breakout. Do I play Fender or Gibson? I've had both in the past, but to be honest with you, my old band was sponsored by LTD, so I ended up playing LTD guitars. And I have to be honest with you, LTD, they make some good rip-off guitars. And I actually preferred their Eclipses better than Les Paul. They had more frets, and I just loved the feel better. It fit my style better. Anyway, enough guitar stuff, because this is not a guitar channel. We're going back down halfway into today, says Apollos. Yeah, perhaps, guys. Yeah, here's the thing. When we're looking at the chart, the naked chart without Market Cipher, anything is possible. We don't know. This blue weekly candle could turn into a purple weekly candle. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, that happened, right? That happens a lot. It happened back here. This candle started out as a blue weekly candle right here, and then we went all the way down. We went all the way down. You better sell all your Bitcoin. It's going to zero. It's going to zero. But if you have Market Cipher, it will help you know what is happening. It will allow you to know. And, all those support and resistance levels I drew out in the beginning of this video, guys, make sure to go back. If you just got in the stream, in the beginning, I basically outlined every possible thing that could happen with Bitcoin today and in the upcoming time. And, we're coming back up to this key resistance level. So really watch what happens, guys. Not only is this a key daily resistance level, if we pull up the daily chart, look at this nice, clean daily resistance level where we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days of interaction with this key level. But it is also the 618 Fibonacci level from the bottom to the top of this move. If we do confirm above this, guys, and Market Cipher is telling us we're having more upward momentum, if we do get that daily trigger wave, man, Not financial advice, but I'm advising myself to get into a long if that happens. Definitely not financial advice. Again, you will lose everything you own if you listen to me. Yes, yes, including your car, house, children, wife, all of that. Look at this period of indecision, guys. Look at this indecision right now. We have the dojiest doji. The dojiest doji. This is like the doge of dojis right here. And you know how doge tends to act. This thing could just pump up forever for no reason. All right, let's get back into the chat. Duper. Oh, man. Nah, I'm sorry. I don't promise that. What kind of music do I make? Guys, I was in a heavy metal band for 3 years. I toured internationally back in the day. Do I use leverage? If so, how high do you go with it? Andrew wants to know. Here's the thing, Andrew. I use a little bit of leverage if I am entering a shorter term trade. If I'm entering a long-term trade, like if I'm about to enter on the daily time chart, like this, and let me pull up our favorite indicator, guys, Market Cipher B. I would not use leverage. If I were to enter long on this green trigger wave, I would not use leverage. I would just enter a large amount of money. And the reason for that is because even if we get a green trigger wave, who knows what might happen? We might have a crazy wick down, and I don't want to get liquidated, guys. I do not want to get liquidated. If you're going to use leverage, it's totally okay to use leverage. It's a great tool. Just make sure that your liquidation price is not going to screw you up, basically. You want to have playing room on these trades, and what leverage does is it eliminates your playing room. It eliminates your playing room. And if you're risking more than 5% of your whole trading account, the thing is, guys, and I know I talked about this before, but especially like when you're new to trading, you need to have the mindset that you're not trying to make money. You are trying to preserve the money that you already have. And if you have that mindset, I promise you that the gains will come. I promise you. Because that mindset will force you into using good risk management. And when you use good risk management, you will have success. I mean, even professional, poker players, people who gamble for a living, they have good risk management, and it allows them to be successful in a game which, in my mind, it's harder to line the probabilities up in your favor playing poker than it is trading. There's so much more you can look at trading. So just be careful with leverage. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not. It's a great tool that can allow you to make money. Just make sure to practice good risk management. Make sure that you're using stop losses that give you enough playing room in case we wick down. And make sure that even if your stop loss gets hit, that you're not risking more than 5% max of your whole trading account. And really, if you want to do this the right way, the textbook way that everyone teaches you when you start to learn how to trade, you're going to risk between 0.5 and 1% of your account, which is super low. That means if you have $1,000, you are only going to risk $5, right? Is that 0.5%? Yeah, I think so, right? No, I don't know. I'm bad at math. You know what I have to do, guys? I actually have to take out a calculator and see what 0.5% is of 1,000. Yep, I was right. I was just joking, guys. I'm not bad at math. I'm not. All right, let's get back into the chat here. How about changing leverage during a trade? Start low and higher if chart plays well. Yes, DJ Krillo, that's also something that you can do. And what that will do for you is it won't actually make you earn more money in the trade. It will just free up more of your capital to enter other trades. It will free up more of your capital to enter other trades. So let's say you enter a trade with $100 of contracts. Then you halfway through you change your leverage to 2x. Now, that means that you only have $50 in that trade now, and you have the other $50 to enter other trades. I hope that makes sense. How do you add the 6-hour interval in TradingView with Market Cipher? Raphael wants to know. Here's how. If you're in TradingView, you come down to this drop-down menu up here and just choose what time frame you want to look at. If you star the time frame, it will put it up here for a click, a quick click, a quick click. Yep. Show a live trade. Guys, I do want to show a live trade sometime. The problem is, unless I'm entering like a real swing trade, a lot of my smaller trades, I just don't have time to set up the live stream, guys. I just don't. And, usually, like, I'm working. I'm literally working because I do other stuff other than this on the computer, and I just set my alerts for things I'm looking for, and then I just enter the trade and, check it back every now and again. Yeah, John Jay, yes. Have patience, bro. See, you're not going to find a trade every day. I know people get eager to trade. Yeah, I trade on Bybit and other exchanges, but, the thing is, if you're new and you're looking to follow my 24-minute strategy, you got to be patient. You have to be patient. Obviously, you can come up with variations of that strategy that will be very successful, and it will allow you to trade. Basically, it will allow you to cut corners in following the strictest version of the 424 strategy. But you got to really know what you're doing. You got to really know how to look at other time frames and get that confluence. But, John, if you're new, wait it out, man, because it's better to enter fewer trades that win than enter a lot of trades that lose, I mean, especially if you're new. I don't know your experience level. Looks like, guys, we're coming back up to the 618 level, and we are having a slight rejection, man. We're just flirting with this line here. I wonder what's going to happen. It's been, quite a number of hours that we have been on here, over a day that we've been, up against this line, and we've been trading within this range right here, this range that we were talking about at the beginning of the stream. All right, what else, guys? Should we go over here? Should we discuss Ethereum or something, or any other coins you guys want me to take a look at right now, or any other questions about Market Cipher? Nice, Andrew. Nice. Guys, if you don't have Market Cipher, you can get it at a 10% discount if you use my affiliate link. Let me drop that in the chat here. CryptoFace hooked it up, man. Here's my Discord. You guys join my Discord. We're having some good conversations in there, posting our ideas and stuff. Ren ADA. Yeah, we'll cover those. Ethereum, Ren, ADA. Here's my Discord, guys. And let me just drop you the Market Cipher discount, too, if you don't have that. Just make sure when you put in the discount code that you type it in by hand. You can't copy and paste it. Wow. What's going on here? What is going on here? Guys, I'm so new to YouTube. Like, I'm so low tech over here. I am so low tech, as you can see by my. Here's the Market Cipher. Okay, let's take a look at ADA. I like ADA. I am super invested in ADA. Let's look at you guys. I usually trade ADA with the Bitcoin pair, right? So I'm looking at ADA compared to the Bitcoin price, and you know what's really interesting, guys, is the fact that, technically, if we're comparing it to Bitcoin, ADA is in a downtrend. Bitcoin is such a great asset, isn't it? But obviously, I am expecting a large pump, just like what we had back in January, where ADA really pumped compared to the price of Bitcoin. And the reason I'm expecting that is because I do believe we're entering a period of consolidation. But let's take a look at. Oh, this is not ADA. This is Link. Here we are, guys. Here's Link again. Yeah, see, we're in the downtrend. We crossed below the 21 EMA, but I do believe we're gonna see another pump. Looks like we're gonna print a nice little bottom right here. And guys, keep in mind when we're looking at these altcoins, we are not using the same measuring stick as we are with Bitcoin. These coins move differently, so Don't trade ADA with the 424-minute strategy. Don't. You need to find other ways to trade if you're going to be trading this against Bitcoin or against the US dollar or any other currency. So with ADA, you know, if we print another trigger right here, I would still consider that, you know, I would still look to long there. I would, because I think that ADA is going to just keep going parabolic. That's just me. And when I trade altcoins, I trade more based on sentiment and fundamentals than I do technical analysis, because altcoins, they are erratic. They are erratic. They will just do crazy stuff. You know, I mean, they will just do crazy stuff. Let's look at ADA against the dollar. Let's do Binance, my favorite exchange that's no longer legal for me in the United States. Man, guys, ADA is looking nice against the US dollar right now. Look at this. Look at this. Very clear upward. Man, whenever you can draw a clear trend line and you just got all, you know, an anchor, trigger, man. Looks like ADA is about to pump. Looks like it's about to pump. And, you know, there's a lot of signs telling us that it's going to pump. Just a few things I notice here tends to be that whenever we come and hit this 21 EMA, we had a reaction off of it right here, a nice little pump. We had a reaction off of it right here, nice little pump. And look at the history. Whenever we get these green trigger waves and we're bouncing off the EMA at the same time, pump, you know. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens right here. It's looking really good, guys. It's looking really good. I love ADA. I really think it has a lot of potential. A lot of potential. And I know a lot of people agree. Big red diamond on the 1 hour. I don't know what you're talking about. I should start a stake pool, Markel. That's a great idea. Yeah. Sorry, guys, for showing link instead of ADA. Yeah, you guys call me out. Yeah, I'm slightly retarded. It's okay. It's okay. I know it's not politically correct to say retarded anymore. Might be a little intellectually handicapped, you know? Can I explain how to draw a fib extension? I don't have time to go into it now. There's like a few different ways you can do it, and there's different tools you can use. I will do that in the course, and I'll make videos about it in the future. T-Nog, I'll make videos about that in the future. The best way to interpret momentum changes from higher time frames to shorter time frames and vice versa. Okay, let's take a look at Ethereum real quick, and then we'll talk about that for a little bit. But Ethereum, here we are on the 4-hour time frame, and you know, we have been trading very similar to Bitcoin within a range right here. These are some key daily levels that are marked out again, and so let me mark out some other levels right here. Let me pull up the daily chart. Yeah, I would consider that a level. So basically with Ethereum, guys, you know, it's trading very similarly to Bitcoin, which it usually does. We've been printing a lot of these big bottoms on the 4-hour time frame, which are significant. These are very significant. Money flow is curving thick into the red right here. So really, if I'm looking to enter a long-term long and ride Ethereum up to the $25,000 level, I'm really looking for a nice curvature of the money flow index to look like it's coming back up into the green. And I would be looking for some nice waves that come down, like maybe a trigger wave right here, and then we come back up, and then a nice tight trigger wave right here. And this is where I would look to enter like a swing long, where we'll probably be breaking out above this, some of these higher levels that we had, these higher sticking points, like maybe right here. We might break above like the 17,000 level, and I think once we do, we're probably going to end up at the $2,500 level. In fact, I have this line marked up here because that is my plan, to trade Ethereum up to that level when I get a good opportunity to enter a swing long. But in the shorter term, let me remove these drawings here. In the shorter term, guys, and let me zoom in to maybe the 24 minute. You know, you can just trade this. We're trading within a range. We're trading within a range right now between the 1611 type level ish and the 1522 level, and just mark these levels out in your charts, and look at Market Cipher to get confluence on how to trade these. Look at the moving averages. Look at Market Cipher, and if you see something like this, a money flow crossover after we printed some nice bottoms right here and a tight trigger wave right here, and you see that we are confirming over a support and over the 21 EMA at the same time, these are like 4 confirmations. Enter a nice little short-term trade here, ride it up to the next resistance level. If we get here and we printed another trigger wave down here on the bottom, we could have ridden that up again to the next resistance level. So kind of, if I'm looking to do these shorter term trades on Ethereum right now, I'm just doing it like this, where I'm not really concerned about entering those swing trades. I'm just looking at what's happening on the shorter term time frames. And when I find confluence between my technical analysis without Market Cipher and then looking at Market Cipher, that's where I would enter a little trade. And I primarily do trade Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's just what I like. I like the way they move. They're predictable. They're easy to trade. They're not like some of these other coins that are very difficult to trade. And most altcoins, guys, I do trade against the Bitcoin pair because I'm super bullish on Bitcoin. I'm a Bitcoin believer. I'm a hodler. I'm in this for the long term, so I am not looking to get more US dollars. US dollars, you could put those things in the bank, keep them there for another 100 years and see if they're worth anything after that, right? But I shall not wax in that direction, I suppose. Is it legal for me to either in Louisiana? Binance isn't legal. Yeah, guys, Binance is not legal in the U.S. You need a VPN, and if you're using your VPN, make sure you never log into Binance without your VPN, because if you do, they will tell you you have 14 days to get all your money out of the account, and if you don't do it, we're going to take your money and close your account. Obviously, you can use Binance.us, but you cannot trade a lot of coins. And if you're not comfortable doing that with the VPN, I recommend KuCoin. You cannot trade as many coins on KuCoin, but you still can trade a lot more than you can on Binance.us. Does my 4-hour, 24-minute technique work for Ethereum? Yes. Yes, I use it for Bitcoin and Ethereum. What are the other indicators you recommend using along with Market Cipher? Guys, I like to use the Wolfpack ID indicator, which can be found under Indicators and then Wolfpack ID. You can just search for it. It's totally free. Another indicator I use, guys, is called the Agora Algo. This is will give you buy and sell signals. It can be tuned to really get some accurate signals. This is a paid indicator, though, guys. It is $87 per month. I actually, believe it or not, I'm going to interview the creator of this indicator today on the channel. And he's basically going to give everybody a little tutorial on how to best use it. And I think he might even give me a discount on it for you guys. I'm not sure. But this has a lot of great features. I use that. Something else I use, guys, is CryptoVac. CryptoVac is another great indicator. It's also a paid indicator, but they only do lifetime subscription. So if you pay for it, then you have it forever. And there's some really great things about this. It will draw out support and resistance levels for you. It will give you take profit levels that are signified by these white diamonds. And what else it does is something really cool, which will basically Here, let me remove CryptoVac A and show you guys what this does. I hope you can see it. But basically, it will tell you when to long and short just based on the average true range of these candlesticks. And I don't know if you can see it, but if the background here turns blue, it wants you to go long, and if it turns purple, it wants you to go short. And if you follow these little moving averages here, when they cross over, you can go long, and when they cross back under, you can go short. And it's a great scalping tool. I found, to use it on, not scalping, medium-term time frames, maybe like the half hour to the 2 hour. It's very accurate. And if you find confluence between this and some other things, I mean, you can make some insane gains with it. I mean, right here, just by using this alone, you could have made a nice 6% here on Ethereum. Even some of these smaller moves right here. And another great thing this does is it allows you to set your stop loss. It tells you where to put your stop loss always. Right, the outline of this ATR. The ATR is the average true range. It's basically telling you how much the price moved up and down during the past few candlesticks. So it's basically giving you the safe range to put your stop loss so that you don't get wicked out. It's a great indicator. I am also going to be interviewing the creator of that on this channel, and he will be able to tell you all about it. Go and join the Super Kitty Discord, guys. The Super Kitty Discord. Let me show you. Right here, Super Kitty. She is the creators of this indicator. They are I don't know what's going on, but they are really good traders. Super Kitty. They are really good traders, and they're experts at technical analysis. Experts. And you can follow Super Kitty on TradingView, and she will post her technical analysis. You can follow her in the Discord. She will post her technical analysis. And I have to tell you guys, they trade everything in there. They trade altcoins, they trade Bitcoin, and they post some really great stuff. I recommend people join that Discord and talk to them if you're interested in CryptoVac, and they'll hook it up from there. They don't really have a website yet. Yeah, there's a lot of indicators out there, guys, and it really when it comes down to it, you have to find out what best works for you. You're going to find your own strategy, your own combination of indicators that you use. For me, I use Market Cipher and the other ones that I showed you exclusively, pretty much. I use a few others too, here and there, but I've kind of fallen into my system that works for me. Should you only scalp long if the 4 hour has a recent green dot printed? Peter wants to know. Peter, it depends on if you're looking to enter a scalp or a day trade or a swing trade. If you're new, I would check out my video right here. Let me go back to my channel. Check out this video, Peter, called right here, Market Cipher Trading Strategy, Win Every Trade, posted 23 hours ago. This will give you a great swing trading strategy that you can use, and it will tell you all about the green dots and when to enter. And then here's a scalping strategy to trade on lower term time frames right here, and it will kind of, if you watch these two videos, I think you'll have a pretty good answer to your question there. Alright guys, I have to head out. It's almost 10 o'clock my time. A Market Cipher bot, Chris, yes, people are working on it right now. People are working on it as we speak. Cool, Peter, check it out. Alright, God bless you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, guys. I really do. Take care, y'all, and I will be posting a video either later today or tomorrow where I talk to the Agora Algo people, and yeah, they're going to teach me some stuff, they're going to teach you some stuff, it'll be good. Oh, there's the sign. I gotta go. Such beautiful music.